some rares.
That's freaking terrible.
But we'll work hard to solve the format.
7 wins.
And I'm sure we'll make it there.
All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to Bronze Mythic. Show draft account from Bronze Mythic, episode 15, draft 15, through the Omenpaths, not Spider-Man.
No. I'm not Spider-Man.
I'm not Spider-Man. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. So, okay. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe, support the content. As always, we're drafting, we're rocking, we're rolling. Let's do this. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, doing whatever a spider does. All right, so what do we got here? Yes, of course.
You serious?
I am serious here. Laszlo, Enthusiastic Accuser. I don't understand the ratings on this card being so high, personally, where it's 2-2 for 3 with a mild ability, and I just don't get it. It just doesn't look, it looks like an uncommon to me, you know? So we got Havoc Duo, we got the old Diligent Webkeepers, which are pretty sweet. Citizen, Knife Trick, Crook. Not a really great pack, just like a few okay uncommons and then a decent rare. We can just take it, I guess. Can try it out, figure it out. We got the Havoc Duo here, which is very specifically a villain card. Part of the issue here, of course, is that we have this green or white card and this black or blue card and a red card. We can only operate within the allied color bands because of how this set is designed. Let's just take the two best cards, I think. Just gonna take the Accuser and the Webkeepers. And Karn's out of here. Karn's fired. We get past a Horus Lash of the Web Lords. This card is awesome. Really, really good. And otherwise, not too much going on in this pack. It's kind of a stinker of a pack.
Still a piece of garbage.
Definitely taking Horus. And then probably just the Caracals, just like the 2-drop. Nothing else here is particularly exciting. This card's like pretty good. I mean, we could take the Criminals and just like hedge both ways. Hedge either red or like green. Probably wouldn't play both of them, but let's experiment with that. Let's try and hedge a little bit. We've been mostly taking our cards in these pick 2 drafts, just like taking 2 cards that we want together and not hedging our bets. But let's try hedging our bets, see what it looks like. Try and see what's open. And here we go. We get a lot of black cards. A late Damning Caress. This is a card that we have not had nearly enough of. One of the pitfalls to a lot of our decks has been a lack of hard removal. And this is probably the best hard removal spell in the set. So that's a big one. In Damning Caress. And then there's Infernus, which doesn't really look very good to me. I'm shocked the ratings on this card are so high. Symbiosis, which is like kind of okay. Lookout's pretty good for the Madness deck. Or Mayhem, I suppose. So, yeah, they just announced that, that Ninja Turtles is also going to be a small set. So we end up with more pick 2 stuff. I don't really know how we're going to feel about that, but sure. Yeah, okay, another Caress. This has been our experience so far with Damning Caress. Either we never get any, or we get like 3. There's just no in between, which is very, very strange. But clearly black is very open, so we're going to be moving into our black. Let me see here, a Rendezvous and a Workforce. We'll take the Workforce. I think Rendezvous is pretty good in red-black, but we don't have that many Mayhem cards yet. All right, so red-black looks super open. So we stayed open, took some green cards. We're not going to play them. That's totally fine. We got Havoc Duo here, which plays well with Discard and Knife Trick, which is great. All right, cool. And we see a Mansion, Incubator. The Recorder copies target activated or triggered ability you control. Sure, whatever. Incubator, Mansion, that's fine. And a Kitten. Alright, well, maybe we will be Junned. Alright, so we were Junned last draft. We open up Bracco Heartless Hunter. And Bracco is kind of a curveball in this format where the enemy colored pairs aren't really supported because it's a small set. They only supported archetypes for the allied color pairs. So these enemy colored rares are like really weird oddballs, so they're very powerful but hard to use. Splashing feels like the best ways to be with those. And then we've got not a lot of other nice things here. Some kind of middling Rakdos cards, a Knife Trick, a Lunge. Rakdos hasn't been super great for us. We don't actually have many other black cards either. We can maybe be like red, green, splash black, or some mixture of that. We'll take the knife trick and see how that looks for us. We get past an exclusive nightclub. Very fancy. Very, very fancy. A Dreadfang loathed by fans, and then a bunch of mostly crap. Not great. Yeah, I mean, we could take the nightclub and the fans. Just like this will be mostly a Rakdos dual land that we might discard occasionally, and just take the high quality card. It does seem like card quality is kind of the way to go in this format. This is definitely a card quality format, not a synergy format, because like it's just a weirdly collated set. Now we're not seeing any green cards. We just see a Wisecrack, which is a good removal spell, and a land. All right, sure. Maybe we'll be we'll just go into Jund again. Wisecrack again.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
Sure. Cannon Crook. There are just like no green cards at all. Which is not ideal. I mean, Crook and Wisecrack are fine. It's weird because like there's a lot of black and red cards. We're not really seeing many of like the Mayhem cards. That's a Mayhem card. Sure, the String Puller is cool, and the Wardens, I suppose. I love our deck so far, I'm not gonna lie. We have green card, green card, green card, green card. Splashing green is not crazy, but the synergy here is not really coming together mayhem-wise. Another String Puller. String Puller is pretty good if you're discarding for actual value. And then let's take the Lizards. I think Lizards is... We wouldn't play either one of these cards, whereas if we end up green, we play the Lizards, so... Take Lizards, yeah. So red is super open. Red is kind of considered the worst color in the format, so we're seeing a bit of that. And of course, draft is very self-correcting, so no one takes the worst color. You get all the cards for it. It can be pretty good. Open a Cavero Mindbitten, which is a great card, but is pretty far off our colors. We got the Selesnya Archivist, which is pretty cool. Little value. Scorpion Sting, a dual land, a lookout. For splashing green, the Archivist is okay. I don't mind seeing. I might just like maybe forget a lot of the madness stuff and just like takes good cards, which I think is a reasonable place to be. So I'm gonna take Sting land. You could take the Archivist also, but the land seems pretty important. We only have one green dual land so far. Sure, let's take these. Clever Girl resub, Lobmancer resub. Thanks so much. Whoa, hello.
So wait, are you gonna go into battle dressed as a cool youth pastor, or you got your suit?
Unfortunately, we are double off color here on the flip. There's a 2/1 that exiles a card worth it. Not really. We also have the Criminals. We get a Hunter. I mean, just skip the rare. I mean, it's still a 2-drop. It draws a card. Yeah, let's take the rare. Sure. Our deck feels... Oh, that's pretty good. To say it feels kind of meh, but like we just get a nice rare and a great removal spell. We see Wrench here, which is essentially just a what's that card called? The 2/3 steal stuff. Gonti, but super Gonti gets 2 cards. Very, very powerful. And the Coup. They are card qualities are Wisecrack too, but yeah, I mean, I think our card quality is fine. There's another Laszlo. Okay, sure. And our first shock, or this guy, the Rel Goro. I think first shock is fine. All right, the rival tables, the kitten tables, the lookout tables. Sure, I'll take these two. We need to like coalesce this all together. We just kind of have a lot of cards here. We just kind of have a hallmark of this format. Wow, yeah, red was insanely open this draft. All right, let's see what we're working with here. I mean, card quality is through the roof. Let's see. This might be a put them all on the board and then build our deck scenario. So let's try that. All right, so we have definitely enough lands to support a splash. That's cool. We have 2 of this weirdo rare. How much natural menace do we have? None? Well, no natural synergy there. I mean, Sting, Crook, Caress, Gonti, removal spell. Black's a little light. The Informants are pretty good, though. We have like a few Madness cards, too. I mean, Shock. This card, not good enough. Fanatic's bad. Workforce is fine. Workforce cares about mana values, so the Caresses work for it, which is kind of cool. Storyteller, Rendezvous, double this guy. We have 2 Wardens of Silverweb Summit, but it's not a great card. We don't have that much Madness stuff. 3 Wisecracks, 2 Pullers, a big guy, 2 Lookouts, 2 Knife Tricks, this guy. Splashing for 1, 2, 3. This is like 1,000 cards. Like, what are we doing here? Suspect gives menace, yes, but like I was looking for other natural synergy. I mean, what if we just cut all of the synergy cards, right? We just cut like Knife Trick, Rendezvous, the Pullers. Like, we can't cut all of them. The Lookouts are for synergy also. This card's for synergy too. This is 20 cards, and we just play, like, the Web guy. This is 21. Has this only with 4 2-drops. It's kind of ugly, honestly. It is pretty hard to make the Mayhem synergy stuff work. Our mana's pretty good. Let's play on night. I mean, what's this card do? Never attacks, discard a card, then draw a card for each card you discarded this turn. It's not great. We already have 3 5-drops and a 6-drop. The problem is, like, we only need to add, like, 1 or 2 cards. So trying to put in, like, the synergy package is kind of tough. That doesn't look great. It's like a decent amount of removal, but the card quality is kind of, I don't know, not super exciting. We have is like, we have 2 Madness guys, 2 discard guys, a discard spell. It's just so little and so mopey. I don't have a good answer for us here, honestly. Crook, Sting, double Knife Trick. We're already playing the Knife Tricks. 3 Wisecracks a lot, too. Yeah. Because it's like, if we're going to play these, we want to play these also. That's a package of at least 4 cards. And we only need 2 playables. So it's sort of like, we put in the package, we got to cut another card or 2. That's a tough call, honestly. Well, you might want to cut a Wisecrack. It's a card that can have diminishing returns. It's pretty good. Maybe cut like a Wisecrack. We play 2 String Pullers, 2 Lookouts, and cut like 1 other card. You can cut the Shock. Trick similar. Sure. Let me try this. And Lookout can discard the land or whatever too. So you make some Mayhem stuff. I don't know. We'll try this. Kind of a weird build, but go to lands. We see all of these lands. No forest. Gives us 1, 2. And then the treasures are 3, 4 sources for green. It's for 4 cards. Let me play first. And we have more red than black. Probably want to play an extra mountain. So we have 9 red, 8 black. We have a red card that makes treasures, which is cool. Crook also makes treasures. We have some fixing there too. So, all right. So, kind of an odd looking Jund deck, but folks, you know what time it is. All right, the deck is done. It's prediction time. What do you think? Are we getting 4 wins? Are we getting a trophy? Yay or nay? Believer or non-believer in the chat or in the YouTube comments. Don't be shy, folks. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, support the content. You know, hasn't been the best set content-wise, so I appreciate your support. It helps a ton. Let's do this. Let's do this, chat. Perfect mana. Some legendary cards. Yeah, sure. Where are you, opponent?
What are you waiting for? Chinese New Year?
Hand's great. It does feel like we're kind of towing the line here between like raw card quality and just like some synergy, which is not a great place to be. We'll find out. Diamond opponent. What?
Diamonds are forever.
Diamond opponent and Boros Community College. Wow. I'm just gonna kill this right now before they can get another creature and play and get the module of the counter. I think we are definitely a Jund deck. We are definitely just like mid-range, kill your thing, play out good card, play good. I mean, this card's ridiculous. Like, getting the 2 best cards, their top 9 is pretty wild. So suspect that a 1-target creature when you control extra. So we can. This is kind of like a Magda, where it'll have menace to make tokens. I don't think we can play 5-drop next turn. Sure, what's it? So let's suspect the accuser.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
So now it has menace and it can't block. But now if it can attack every turn and make a treasure, we can cast our 5-drops, which is pretty sick. If they kill, it's fine too. Hand's a little clunky, 2 5s and a 6, but I have another kill spell. Action, resub, thanks so much. J. Jonas Amerson gone. Thanks, Action, appreciate it. We draw the Heartless Hunter. Card's nice. So, this is a 4/3 trample. Whatever creature opponent controls the greatest power among creatures a player controls dies. Draw a card and put a counter on it. They're going to kill that too. Sure, this is fine. Our card quality is pretty high, so we don't mind this 1-for-1 game. We don't draw land, which we just draw 4/3. I can just kill this and play the 4/3. Sure, we'll do that. So let's discard a card. Let's kill this. Cast our puller.
Good old-fashioned vigilante mayor.
Let's play this guy. Not card advantage, because we weren't discarding to draw a card. And that really is the downside to Knife Trick and the other effects that discard and don't draw a card to replace it. What makes the Mayhem and Madness cards so good is when you draw a card to replace the card you discarded, it's just pure card advantage. Sarn of the Silken Throne. We draw another 5-drop.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
I'm pretty sure that's all of them. Yep, that's every card in our entire deck that costs more than 4 mana. There are 4 of them, and they're all in our hand. Okay. I'm going to say go here. We don't want to trade damage, and they don't want to attack with this, because they, 1 land, they can pop this thing off and draw a card at the end of turn. So... Alright, so they're going to pop off the Scorch Spiders, make some robots, end step, draw a card. Pretty good. It was impossible this turn to draw a card we couldn't play, because it was either a land or a card that cost less than 5, because we draw all our 5-drops. So we have the Accuser. We can give the Polar Menace. This gets us a treasure. This is like a little risky, but because now we're not defending super well, but we got some big boppers in our hand. And we need to get our mana going, so let's search for treasure. What do you got, Trade King? Galvanized Workforce. Oh my god, they're just rocking their freaking Sarn here. Double creatures. And a Knife Trick discarding a Opulent Ballad. Sure. Alright, well. I can draw land, I think. We did not draw land. So, Oris of the Web Lords probably defends. But I mean, I guess this thing could like find a land for us. The problem with this card over Gonti is the body's pretty irrelevant. The Death Touch on Conti is what made it so good, because it can always block the turn you play it. This thing can't block very well. We are at 11. We need to stay alive. Alright, I guess that's over. Take like land spell. Top 9 cards. Generous Betty. They have a Lazo of their own. Rendezvous. Kind of a lot of shitters, honestly. Is there a world where just land? All these cards are pretty mopey. Might just be land, which is kind of weird, but it's like a Moldrifter, you know? So, we say go. We want to guarantee the Kazu next turn. 5/5, kill a thing. Looks pretty great. Arch Angler's Skyrod. Whenever it attacks, tap a creature. That's not good. They're probably just going to get us here. We missed that land drop, and they kind of just, like, put some bodies in play. All of these attack, we take 8. Unless we jump block. Gross. Damn. Brute Scale and Modern. I haven't played much Modern lately, so I don't have any strong opinions. Tap, tap, tappy. I think we're just dead, which is kind of shitty, but I'll be commentating in Houston, yes. Kind of shitty because, like, this card's, like, not great, but in the position they're in where all their cards are on the table and all of our cards are stuck in our hand, it's actually, like, pretty good. Because if we don't block here, we go to 3, and we just die to the Flyers over 2 turns, even if you can muster up some blockers. This blows. Go to 6. We draw a tap land. Whatever he plays, he gets tapped by this thing anyway. I think we're just dead. Like, play this and kill this. Doesn't really change the board that much. Maybe just kill a flyer. And then just pump this, right? I think we're dead either way. Kind of a stinky game. They're just kind of playing dudes, but we stumbled and kind of had an awkward draw, and they just played dudes, and that just killed us. Definitely a format where, like, just bodies, you know, just are very, very relevant. Yeah, tap this, we chump block this, and go to... Yeah, we're just dead. All right. Kind of a stinker there, not gonna lie. But that's okay, because you know what's not a freaking stinker? Into the AM. Folks, I am adoring the recent packages I've gotten from Into the AM. They make graphic tees, that's what they're well known for, but they also make pants and other stuff too. The jeans they sent me are the best jeans I've ever owned. And I also got a pair of like slacks too. I'll be wearing in Houston this weekend. I'm gonna skip out on my sweatpants or basketball shorts while I do commentary and wear a real pair of pants because they're so freaking comfortable, honestly. And like, I feel like they're almost pulling me out of my, you know, COVID leftover, only wear basketball pants and sweatpants, you know? So really great stuff. Definitely check them out. You can use my link to get 10% off. With no promo code, use the link. Really high quality, really, really nice stuff. Check them out, Into the AM, and tell them Jim sent you. Use the link, support the content. Thanks so much. And look for me in Houston. I'll be wearing my Into the AM hoodie, probably Into the AM shirt, and my Into the AM pants, you know? All right, this hand does not have a green source or a lot of good things going on. We have a Knife Trick and a couple uncastables. Do they ship abroad? I don't know. You gotta check the website. Kind of a hard end of mulligan, where like we just have 3 lands and 4 spells, and we have a castable. I'm just gonna keep this. It might go sideways, but it just can't mulligan 3 lands and a removal spell. All right. The wrench is also really good. It sucks as like you saw that game how important it was. It didn't have Death Touch, and another Archangel or Skyrod. You say so. Sure, Wisecrack. Vine Woven Chariot. Sure. From a diamond opponent to a gold opponent, and this looks like a very golden start here. Not very impressive. Yeah, not having Death Touch and being a good blocker, and then also costing a full extra mana is tough. Alright, please don't play a high toughness creature. Perfect. Search for your card. We're going to kill this. And hopefully just draw land.
Get off my
this card's busted. Remarkable Readings. Really good card. Well, they're going to crew, and they're going for an attack here. We kill the Chariot, or we kill... Chariot crews for 2, so the tokens don't crew it that well. I kind of want to just kill the Flyer, I think. We're going to have ground blockers anyway, so... In theory, the wrench can block this if we draw land. Didn't draw the land. We stink. All right, yeah, sure. Here's a galvanized workforce. Land 5 has not been forthcoming here, nor have castable spells been either. We are really good at drawing 5 drops, though. Here's a mountain for them. They have a readings. Alright, they're going to manually tap, get their 3 tokens. This card is pretty ridiculous. It makes an army and also pumps for a lot. Very potent. We blocking. Don't want to take damage, want to trade, want to keep their board small because of this. We draw another 5-drop.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
This is actually unbelievable. Like, we have 4 5-drops in our entire deck, and we've drawn 4 of 4 and 3 of 4 without drawing land 5 in both games. That's kind of the crappy part about this, you know, the small, 4 wins or 2 losses. You just have 2 bad draws in a row, you're done. Like, am I going to kill one of these with a knife trick? I guess not. I'll just say go. We have 1 castable card. Of course, Damning Crest will often cost 3, but not right now. TaylorMade says, almost everything about this set makes it very frustrating. Variant sucks. Drafts aren't great either. It ain't the best set, but we're going to keep it positive. I'm just going to keep on hanging out. They're going to play a ballet. The flyer with this thing is pretty unbeatable. We draw the land. The question is, of course, now, is it too late? Here's Wrench. Missing, so that we just gave them a free time walk. If we had cast this last turn, we were in phenomenal shape, but their top cards are Forest, Referee, Tactics. They got a Zan, an Archaeologist, Favorite Fighter, a Burst, a Mansion. It's funny, I can't burst with Mayhem. This is not going to be in my hand, so I can't discard it of a trick, which is unfortunate. Aww. What's up, Krusty? Yes, that was the plan, Krusty. I mean, the flyer... I mean, we're just going to die. We just can't beat this. Like, they're just going to have a 6/6 attacking every turn for the rest of the game. Yeah, it's pretty crappy. I think we need a big... Any villains in here? No. I don't think it matters. We just can't beat the rare. Take the flyer and the land, maybe. I don't know if it matters. Because the problem is this thing will just make it so they'll always have 1 6/6 attacker every turn. And that means we're just chump blocking, like, next turn. And they have a tappy thing, too. So we are in some pretty major doo-doo here.
I am not that kind of spider.
Yeah. Didn't think we would go 0-2 against Skyrod, but here we are. Not actually losing a Skyrod this game. We're losing to the stupid enchantment. And they have Perilous Lunge, too. Oh, my God. All right. We're dead. This card's busted, by the way, in case you didn't know. Really, really busted. But yep. Missed the land drop, and now we're dead. So GG, I suppose. Our deck wasn't great, but we could have drawn a little better than that. You know, I think we did draw pretty poorly, but them's the breaks. Well, that's it. 2 losses and you're done. You can see here, this is our curve. We had 4 cards that cost 5 or more, and we just drew all of them both games. Not just, we got plenty of 2s and 3s. But that's the breaks, and when you play, it's just a small sample size. So, is what it is. So we'll draft again. I don't think our deck was great. We definitely, kind of towed a poor line here. We had some synergy, some card quality. We had like a decent amount of removal, but not like, we actually had a lot of removal in this deck, but didn't really go in our favor. So, episode 16, draft 16 coming up. You two folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.